Hey folks, it's Stacy from Homestead on the Hill, and I'm up on the landing, which is where at some point I thought it might be nice to build a little cabin. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put together a new table. It's a 48-inch heavy-duty workbench, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let me turn it around and we'll get inside and start putting this thing together. So this is the unit here. Picked this up at Princess Auto. It was on sale for I think $180. So let's have a look at it. Probably one of the most useful things you can have when you're a homesteader, or a fake pretend homesteader like me, is having a pocket knife. And this one here, I used it for opening up a whole bunch of bags of cement, and so it's not good anymore. Anyway, they're just really useful. Oh yeah, okay. First things you do, that's actually what I'll do. I'll lay out all the parts over here so everything's contained. It's got outlets and two USB, so that'll be handy. There's the instructions. Set them up there for safekeeping. Here's a leg, set of legs. Another set of legs. Nice surface. This may end up being my new kitchen counter. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Let's have a look at the instructions. I like to get the hardware. Just have a look at it. These are the legs, the adjustable legs for them. And then this is the hardware that. Well, here's something curious. The nut is a 13 millimeter and the bolt head is 14 millimeter. Just why? Why wouldn't they both be just a 14? I don't know what the thinking is behind that. Whatever. Okay, so this stands up here like that, and there we go. That goes through there. So that holds that in place. And now I'll go to the other end and do the same thing. As I was saying, and the weather's taking a beautiful turn, and it's quite cool, so I had to break out my Filson wool vest. And I like a vest because then it keeps my sleeves, my arms get a bit chilly, but it's not, I don't care. But it keeps my core warm. It's a really heavy duty wool. It's Filson, not sponsored, but I'm open to a sponsorship. Anyway, so that's switching things up, getting that out for the winter. Cool. Okay, so I've got those four in place, and what did I say? This is a 14, and this is a 13. So as I've said before, Brian taught me, you use the what do you call it? The closed end rather than the open end. It gives you maximum protection so that it's less likely to slip off. It's always tempting. It's tempting to buy discount tools that I really buy the best you can get. I don't have Snap-on or anything like that. I know people swear by them. I don't know whether they still do, but that was always the industry standard, was the best in the best of the best. Mastercraft used to be, Craftsman from the Sears Roebuck Company, or in Canada, the Simpson Sears, but as they're gone now, what I've switched to is, I still have a lot of Craftsman tools, but I've switched to the Mastercraft, and they are pretty decent quality for a homeowner. The reason we want good quality tools is because it saves you a lot of money in the long run. Because if you get a crappy tool, and it breaks or it strips, or worse, it strips out the hardware that you're working on, the nuts and bolts or screws, then you got a bigger problem. So, and then you got a broken tool, so then you got to go back and you have to buy a replacement. So that's why I say buy the best quality tools that you can afford. Okay. This actually really helps, because then you get a visual of what it looks like as well. Because these little hieroglyphics, they're good, but there you go. So now I realize that this piece will go on somehow down there. So let's figure out how that's going to go on there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the tabletop. Oh, there it is there. Step 2. So let me get my ass over here behind me. And I don't know if you can see that, but they write it in a font that's like a freaking microfiche, if anybody's old enough to remember what a microfiche is. I can't read the goddamn thing. Hardware required. This is another thing. I bought this wrench roll up. Man, that's helpful, because you just roll it out like that, and then all the wrenches are there. See, if I had a socket, I could just go, but I don't, so I use my, hey, look at that, Filson Company. What am I wearing? Oh, it's a couple minutes towards 10. It's about 3 minutes 10. I can tell on my Filson watch. Come on, Filson, step up. And you'll notice what I do is, Brian, my good buddy Brian, he taught me this. You get them all finger tight before you start cranking on them, because that way, and then my grandfather taught me this, when you're tightening it up, you just feel it tight. So it's I don't know, it's impossible to explain it, but you just tighten it up so that it's tight, but you don't want to break it. Breakage, bad. And what I did was I got this the box that it came in, and I dropped it down in there. That way the top of it doesn't get mucked up. And hoo-ah! Okay. 1.25 inches. And on this end, I've got 1 inch. So I just want to get it relatively centered on here. This way here, we got a bingo. This thing here is also, I think I got this at the same time I got these Carhartts. It's lasted me well. And as I was saying about tools, I happen to get into the rigid ecosystem, and so I have all my tools, and they had a really good promotion on when I first needed tools, and so I bought the rigid. And one thing they do is that their batteries fit the drill. I got the drill, the impact driver, the circular saw, and the recip saw, and all the batteries they all match. This is a 4 amp hours, and I have this one. It came with the 8 amp hours. So these are super useful. Same thing though, some people swear by Makita, some swear by, whatever. Okay, what I'll do is I'll get one in each corner so that the thing doesn't move. And there we go. So now that's stationary. Remember what I was saying about wrenches? Same thing applies for the screwdriver bits. You want to buy the best quality you can afford. Cheap is expensive. You strip out the head on these things here, and then you've got a real pickle. Okay, and last one. That's it. Tabletop is mounted. Last step. Put its feet on. Now, this piece here is the one that you lock it in place with. So I'm just going to back them right off. And then I get these started in here. There's a nut welded inside of here. And then what you do is when you got it level, then you go like that, tighten that one up, and that locks the feet in place. See like that, and then the foot is there. I'm not going to do that until I have it up on its feet. And did you bring a level with you up here? No. I do. Lift with your knees, not your back. Okay. Yeah, baby. The bubble stick. Okay. For random, I just put those little feet in randomly. It's actually pretty darn level. This thing here, step 5, that's not in the book. Do I want that in the front, or do I want that in the back? What do you say? Oh yeah, look at that. Come on over here. So that's clicked into place. Pretty good looking workbench. I'm happy. Princess Auto was $180 on sale. Can sport 1,000 pounds. So say I was going to do surgery on a small cow, I could flop her right up on here and do surgery on here, and it'd be like it's supported. I've got the power source over here, 2 USB, 1, 2, 3, 4 regular 110 plug-ins. So I can plug in my workbench, plug in my tools. I can also see that I can put a board across the bottom down here, see? I could stretch a board across there, and I could set my my chargers on there. I'm loving it. That's it. The Titan heavy-duty workbench went together really beautifully. Easy, straightforward, even for a guy like me. And I'll just leave that over there on it. And it's a good-looking piece of furniture. I'm happy. That's it for this week. Working with the Princess Auto Titan heavy-duty workbench. It's all assembled, ready to go. And that's it for this week. Do the usual, like and subscribe, share with your friends, drive to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting closer though, folks. Take care, be kind, and tune in next week. We'll see what's happening. A place for everything, and everything in its place.